I love giving gifts. I really do. And I think a lot of people love giving gifts. Sometimes I prefer to give than I do receive. In fact, most of the time that's true. And I know plenty of others are the same. But how about when we give gifts and they're not appreciated? In fact, people can actually start to hate us because of it. Let me give you an example. Years ago, a friend of mine, her two sons were really quite small, and she had a cleaner. And she too had two sons, and they were smaller than my friend's boys. So every year, or every 6 months, or every 3 months, the speed in which children grow, her sons would grow out of clothes, and she would pass them on to her cleaner for her boys. And her cleaner seemed to like the idea. She seemed to be grateful. So she carried on doing it. It wasn't till the cleaner decided to leave that she went, "Bleh," and told her how disempowering and dishonoring and horrible it was to take those gifts for her sons. And she truly needed them. She needed the help, but she didn't like it. They disempowered her. She actually began to hate my friend because of the gifts. My, my maid was astonished. She really was. She had no idea that she was causing such dislike, such disempowerment, such hatred, but she did. So she learned her lesson. Sad, isn't it? But true. The second story I have for you is a billion years ago. I was cabin crew with British Airways, and I was very lucky to go to Japan quite a lot. So we used to go to a restaurant, the same restaurant every time because we liked the owner. Her name was Akiko. It was a family-run restaurant, and every time we were there, we went back to Akiko's restaurant. And one time, I discovered that her mother-in-law liked after eight mints. So yep, you've got it. Next time I went with a box of After Eight mints for Akiko's mother-in-law, and I gave her the box. And Akiko was taken aback. She said, "Why are you doing this, Linda? Why have you given me a gift?" I said, "Because I like you, and because I like your mother-in-law, and because I know she likes After Eight mints, and I know you can't get them here in Japan. So here you are. It's a small gift from me." Oh, big mistake. The cultural differences made it so that Kiko felt that she had to pay back. She had to give something in return. And she made a point of giving me a gift before we left to come back to the UK. Big mistake. So you have to know who you're gifting to. You have to know the people you're giving gifts to. You have to find out if giving gifts is appropriate, culturally appropriate, or indeed are you making somebody feel bad because they are needing to accept gifts? Interesting, isn't it? So giving gifts isn't as simple as, oh my goodness, I feel so good when I give you something. No, it's not that simple. We have to make sure, really make sure, that that person is comfortable with receiving a gift. And if we can't find out for sure, then the gifts need to be token. And especially if it's with clients, and you can find out if there's something they particularly like. So it might be, I don't know, a particular football supporter, a football team. There may be something like that, and then buy them, I don't know, a particular program from a certain year when they won a big match. Something that's small and thoughtful, that they feel that you're thinking of them and you're not just pushing gifts on them. Maybe that's an answer. I don't know. I hope you've got some better answers than I have. But do be careful about this very complex art that we have of gifting. See you soon.